Alright, what is going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's Super here and welcome to another MKX video. This one is going to be a little bit of a change of pace compared to the normal online matches that I do, because I had asked on Twitter about Injustice 2, what characters people want to see me play, because as far as MKX, you know, I have fun playing every single character. So, you know, a lot of times I pick and choose what characters I want to play and what characters, you know, a lot of people request. But Injustice 2 is not the case as far as, you know, the entire roster. Even though I can play the entire roster, I don't have fun playing every character. So I was curious to see what people wanted to say or who they wanted me to play. But somebody had recommended me to play my favorite characters in one video. And I thought that was an interesting idea, but as far as playing online, I know I'm gonna get confused when I switch character to character. You guys know I say that all the time. That's why I dedicate one video to one character. But that doesn't mean that I can't show you guys who my favorite characters are and talk about why they're my favorite characters, and also give a recommendation who you should play in these specific games. That would be a little nice change of pace, because you would be shocked how many people buy Mortal Kombat X, Injustice 2, or play the games for the first time in the year 2021. Even today, there will be new players playing MKX. I'm not going to play versus them because obviously the matchmaking tries to pair you up with somebody at your skill level. But there's people playing this game and searching up videos all the time, because they might start off with MK11, but then they'll watch some of my videos or other people's videos, and they're like, I want to play MKX, I want to play Injustice 2. They go buy the game for like $5 or get it on Game Pass, and they end up playing the game, and they ask, who would you recommend playing? I get that question all the time. So here I am today to talk about some of my personal favorite characters in MKX, why I like them so much, and give my recommendation for these two that you see on the screen as the easiest characters to play in this game, and where you should start off with in Mortal Kombat X. I'm going to do that tomorrow for Injustice 2, the next day for MK11, and then we'll resume back to our normal scheduled online program. So here we are. Leave a like on the video, of course, if you like the, you know, little change of pace. I'll be doing some more Q&As very soon as well. But as far as the recommendation of who you should play in MKX, these two characters right here, if you're newer to the game, even if you're not newer to the game, these two characters, in my opinion, are the easiest characters to play in this game. Scorpion, specifically in Ninjutsu, and Ermac, specifically in Mystic. I can't decide which of these characters is the easiest, but I'm leaning more towards Scorpion because this move does so much for you. His forward 2, forward Y, forward triangle does so much, because first hit is a mid, second hit is an overhead. Of course, you have the slide. Like true Mortal Kombat X fashion, you can cancel the first attack and try to make your opponent guess. Now, if you're playing a more experienced player, which, like, honestly, 99% of the time you're not going to run into, as far as somebody who could do a specific move, a specific defensive strategy called fuzzing, where you have a specific timing where you press a button, you let it go, or you do the, you know, block up, block down. Fuzzy, you pretty much block the two options with specific defensive timing, right? So there's a fuzzy for this specific move right here, where you block the overhead and you also block the low with specific defensive timing. I can't do it. I don't know the fuzzy timing. A lot of people that you're gonna run into are not gonna do it. So a lot of times you're left with this option right here that gets you a lot of damage, and it annoys the shit out of your opponent. And then it opens up this beautiful overhead, in which you could combo into this beautiful move right here. So in my opinion, Scorpion just overall is like the Ryu of Mortal Kombat. Scorpion will always be designed to be accessible to new players, because Scorpion is the most popular Mortal Kombat character ever. It's pretty much like the poster boy of Mortal Kombat, along with Sub-Zero, Liu Kang. these characters will always be made easy to play and accessible because everyone wants to pick those characters. In this game, I think Ermac is a little bit easier to play than Sub-Zero. Not saying much because Sub-Zero is pretty easy to play, but overall, if you want to start off at the very basics of this game, I think Scorpion's a good option because he has everything you want in a character that plays Mortal Kombat X really well. He has good pokes. This is 6 frames. This is literally the fastest that you could have a down poke be. He has a nice down 3. He has an amazing down 4. He has an amazing sweep, especially in this variation where you could actually cancel the first hit of your sweep into anything you want, so you can mix your opponent up this way and get a full combo off of your sweep, which I don't think any other character could cancel your sweep. Of course, you have this move right here that's an automatic, you know, I don't want to say fuck neutral tool because I don't know if that's a specifically fuck neutral tool. This is more of a fuck neutral tool, but I guess this is just a really good neutral tool. This one as well. If you see your opponent missing an attack, you could punish them with that. Scorpion in ninjutsu literally has everything you want in a character in MKX. He goes even further beyond. Sounds like fucking Goku going even further beyond. But you could take his potential even further when you get a little bit more advanced and you learn the game with Hellfire Scorpion, because you get to learn the cancels, you get to learn a little bit more about the character. But the very basics of Mortal Kombat X could be learned through Ninjutsu Scorpion. Absolutely the best pick in my opinion if you're a new player, or like I said, not even if you're not a new player and you just want to play with a really solid option. Look at that, 35%, no bar. You could always mix your opponent up with this as well. This is another solid combo string that he does have. It ends in an overhead. I think it's not safe for compared to or versus some characters like Reptile, but for the majority it's safe. Everything that you want. You could do this right here. You could keep this overhead safe with this. You have a low option that's pretty much safe. You have a really fast punish with your stand 1 into this, which is safe as well. You have this, which is +2 on block, meaning you could, after you end this, your opponent blocks it, you could actually move 2 frames faster, so you could check your opponent with the down 1 if they're blocking. You have the full combo string that is, you know, very plus on block if you use Hellfire and you do the run cancel. It's safe, but of course your opponent could backdash and armor through it, so you have to be very careful with that. But also at the same time, let's see if this actually works. Hold on. I don't know if this is gonna work because the teleport doesn't have. Actually, no, that's not it. Hold on, let me see if I could do this. Block mode always. Could I do reversals? Reversal attack. Here we go. Force push. Is it this one? No, it's not that. I want to show you guys what I'm talking about with. Let's just do Soul Blast. Why not? Okay. See, so you could do something like that where if you're. Let's see if it works with this. We are many. Okay, that's a fucking X-ray. Does it work with the X-ray? Okay, yeah. See, so with something that's really fast, it's not gonna work. Yeah, with something that's really fast, so his push, his meter burn push is not gonna work, but not every character has something like that, right? But if you think your opponent is going to do an armor attack in the middle of this, you could also bait it if your opponent's reversal is slow enough and then get a full combo like I demonstrated with the Soul Burst. So, Scorpion, #1 character I would recommend for anybody who just wants a solid pick in this game, especially beginners, because you literally have everything like this right here. You're not gonna get punished by the majority of the characters in this game. Now if you do it from here, like, yes, okay, you're gonna get punished if your opponent blocks it from here, but you're not gonna be doing it from here. You're gonna be doing it from around this range, because when you're up close, you can do this, maintain your safety. You could do that. You know, you could go for the low mix-ups. You could go for the sweep. This is gonna annoy the hell out of your opponent, so that's really good. Ermac, on the other hand, the same thing. Very, very good buttons. He has all the mix-ups in the world. You can maintain your safety from this. You could go with this, which it's unsafe, okay? This is why Scorpion is easier to play, because if your opponent guesses right on this double low, they will actually be able to punish you. It's going to be a little tight, especially online, but they will be able to punish you. Same thing with this. If they block this, they're going to be able to punish you. But you do have a mix-up from your mix-up. So after this low option, you have low, or you have low overhead. And trust me, it annoys the hell out of your opponent when they just keep guessing wrong and wrong and wrong. He has the overhead option as well. And in Mystic, specifically why I chose it is because he has this right here. He has the telepush. The meter burn version is like 9 frames. It's one of the best moves, if not the best reversal in the game, because not only does it drain your opponent's meter, or no, I think it drains your opponent's meter, right? Let's see. I'm pretty sure it either gives you life or it drains your opponent's meter. It gives you meter, something like that. Super meter normal. Okay, it doesn't drain your opponent's meter, but it gives you... Okay, so it takes your life and it gives it to Ermac. That's what it was, yeah. So not only are you taking your opponent's life, but it's also giving you some health back with Ermac. So that move right there is amazing. Just this move by itself is really amazing too. You can maintain your safety, like I mentioned, with overheads and lows. You could go for meterless launchers. And then you could go for, you know, any sort of combo that you want and get a lot of damage with Ermac. You have this move right here, which is amazing. I think it's like plus on block. So again, another character with a 6 frame down one. Really, really good pokes. The absolute, I think he has the best anti-air normal in the game with his down 4. Like, it doesn't matter what attack you do, unless maybe you're like Sub-Zero and you're doing like an instant jump 1 or something like that. You're gonna anti-air everybody. Look at that, off of anti-air, right? If your opponent jumps at you, which a lot of newer players are gonna do, if you know about this, you're gonna be able to catch them every single time. Ah, damn, I ran out of stamina. But this move right here, absolute god normal. So Ermac and Scorpion, definitely my 2 recommended characters to play in Mortal Kombat X, especially if you're a beginner. All right, let's go into the roster. Let's check out some of my personal favorite characters to play, and I'll give you guys reasons why and whether I think they're easy to play or not on a scale of 1 to 5. So, of course, you guys know my dude, Erron Black. Let's go with the Bounty Hunter costume. Actually, you know what? I'm not going to go with the Bounty Hunter costume because I might switch to the other variations, and I don't want to see that bald head mohawk that he has going. Another character that I absolutely love playing, of course, is Predator. Go with the Hunter variation. Going back to the Cove. So on a scale of 1 to 5, how hard do I think Erron Black is to play? I would probably say 5 being like the hardest, 1 being not hard at all. So Ermac and Scorpion are in a 1. I would say Drunken Master Boraicho is a 5. So that's like the bar set for difficulty on these characters. So Erron Black, I would probably give a 2 out of 5. I think he's really, really easy to play. I think he's a solid character. He has everything you want in a character, but you know, some are a lot easier to play. Especially if you pick Gunslinger, he literally has everything. He has zoning. He has the couch drops that are actually going to kill. They're going to stop you from running. He has mix-ups with the 50-50s that a lot of people online, especially newer players, are definitely not going to block. He has one of the best combo strings in the game with 2-1-2-2. True block string on the final attack of the meter burn. He has his gun stance. He has this that's going to break a lot of characters' armor, including Predator on knockdown, right? I think. Let's see. All right. What could we do? Yeah, see, there you go. So you're gonna be able to break characters' armors that don't have multiple hits on their armor attack, especially if you're in the corner. Oh my god, talk about your opponent getting pissed off at you. They will get pissed off at you when you're using Aaron Black and you end your combo with this, and then you do it at the right time, you break their armor. Whew, they are definitely gonna wake up and not block. So then you could, you know, start mixing them up. Overhead and low, even as slow as it is now, the overhead used to be so much faster. A lot of people are not gonna block the overhead low. It's just gonna be a thing. Of course, you could do the tick throw command grab, which is a little bit advanced. You know, it's a little bit harder to do than some of the things in this game, but I'll give you guys a little shortcut for it, or like the way I do it, which is I just press like YXX really fast. Like I just do it without waiting, and then that's already like inputted. So all you need to do after that is just input the command grab, and it's very easy. Like, I don't know if it's just because I have the timing down already from like years of playing this game, so my muscle memory, you know, lets me do this very easily. But you know, if you want a really fast way to do it, you know, you just input 211. You don't need to input the whole string, right? That's when you're gonna get in trouble trying to do that. But you just input the first part of the string, and then you input the command grab before the third hit comes out, which, you know, you have a long time to do it. It's gonna be very easy. So that's one thing with Aaron Black that's really good, right? You know, there's a way to actually avoid the command grab and also block at the same time. I think you just like let go of block for like a split second while you're holding down, and you hit block again. So of course, if you whip the command grab, you know, that's gonna be Punish City. And if I don't do the command grab, you'll be able to block again. And you could armor through it too. So, you know, if I try to do that, you could be mashing on your armor attack. But then you run the risk of getting hit by the full combo string. So a lot of people struggle with this combo string, actually. I don't know why. I just hit like it. I don't know. In this game, I don't need the shortcut like in MK11. I just do 2-1-2-2. I just do the full combo string. As you guys see, my inputs are clean all the time whenever I do this, because if you mess up and you do just one extra input, you will not be able to do any special moves afterwards. That's just the way Mortal Kombat is designed. But Aaron Black is my favorite character just because I think he looks cool. I think he has some of the most unique looking moves, some of the dirtiest looking and coolest looking moves in the game. And I don't know, I just really like how they presented the character. Like, he just looks really cool, man. So Aaron Black, my favorite character in this game. Now, my favorite character to play in this game is fucking Hunter Predator. Are you kidding me? This character is on a whole other level as far as, let's see, I have some stuff recorded. I have this combo that I came up with, which you guys have probably seen. I'm gonna need Molina to come in here because that's a character that I recorded it on at the time. But there aren't too many characters in this game that could have such a cool looking combo the way Hunter Predator can do his combos. He, in my opinion, is on another level as far as combo potential and creativity. Now, there's specific, you know, there might be other combos that are in very specific scenarios that you will probably never encounter in this game. But if you're talking about practical combos, I think this combo that I came up with might be the best combo in this game. And I definitely am biased because I came up with the combo. But, you know, if you're talking about like practicality, you will be able to hit this combo if you have the execution and your opponent doesn't have the breaker, because you start off with normal low. You don't even need the low. You can start off, you know, anything, any punish, and be able to do this fucking combo. This combo is ridiculous. So Predator, the reason I like Predator so much is not only because it's fucking Predator, but also because of the crazy creativity that you can do with him combo wise. Of course, this is the Sonic Fox combo right here. Hey, I did it on my first try. This is what started it all, pretty much. This was discovered like the first, I don't know, 2 weeks of the game. And ever since then, you know, I love Predator since. I'm like, oh my god, this is the coolest fucking combo I've ever seen. And ever since then, you know, that's a combo that a lot of us have been using mid-screen with Predator for 2 bars. 51% is really good. But not only that, but the fact that he has these traps and he has the other variations that are fun as well. Predator, my favorite character to actually play in this game. As far as difficulty level, you have different difficulties for the different variations, but overall, I think Predator is a little bit harder to play because of his wake-ups. Unless you're using Warrior, you're not going to be able to wake up with this character. If you get knocked down, it's over. It's not as bad as Quan Chi, but, you know, if you get knocked down, it's over. So I would probably give Predator a 4 out of 5 as far as difficulty playing this character, especially Hunter, because you got to get your setups and you have to have the execution to actually pull off some of these combos that are going to give you a lot of damage. So, mwah, kiss to the left, kiss to the right. Aaron Black and Predator, my favorites. Let's see, what other characters do I love playing? Okay, here's another character that's really easy to play. Really easy to play. Actually, let's go with this just so I can see if we could. Okay, we'll go very easy to, in my opinion, very difficult to play, except for Filato Jackie. But I think Jackie is pretty difficult to play because of her T-Rex arms. Like I said before, this is a god character trapped in a small T-Rex arm body. But let's start off with Goro first. Goro, literally one of the easiest characters in the game. He's a 1 for sure. He's like a 1.5. You know, if like Ermac and Scorpion were a 1, he's definitely like a 1.5, 1.2, something like that. He's very easy. Same thing. Oh my god, look at his down 4. It looks like it doesn't even hit her. That's how good his down 4 is. And of course, punch walk hits really fast. This is not a combo. A lot of people, you guys see a lot of people online get hit by down 4 into punch walk. It's because they don't press block in time. But this is not a true combo. It's just, you know, it hits really fast. So if you're not ready with the block button and you don't press it fast enough, you're going to be able to hit your opponent with this. And then once you hit him with the punch walk, you know, you can go in for whatever combo you want. But okay, that's not how you do the command grab. That's how you do the command grab. But Goro, you have forward 3. Look at the range on this attack. Holy shit. A really, really good mid that you could just throw out from this far, catch your opponent off guard, combo into punch walk. In this variation, you actually have projectiles. In some of the other variations, you have, you know, Kuton Warrior had the stomp. You could sort of zone your opponent out, get them frustrated with the stomp with the green ball. And then in the blade variation, you have mix-ups with the low, and you have a really, really good wake-up attack that's plus like 7 on block. Really, really good overall. I think Goro is underrated as far as how good he is, man. He is oppressive as hell. He has a lot of plus frames. This is plus on block right here. That's plus on block. If you get them in the corner, you will be able to get this for free, I believe. This you could actually armor through, and you can backdash from it. But he has a slow. He has this move right here that's a really fast double hit. So if you could actually break your opponent's armor in the corner, you get a full combo from it. I guess not in this one, but in the other 2 variations, he has back forward 2, which is like a chest lunge that you could hit your opponent from here. And strangely enough, you could actually get a trade where if you hit your opponent and your opponent hits you at the same time, and you hit him with that like lunge, your opponent will be in more block stun, so you could actually combo from it. There's been scenarios where people have done it to me, and I've done it to other people. Really, really cool. He has a stomp, which, you know, it's not as fast as Shiva's in Mortal Kombat 11, but the meter burn stomp it hits on the way up, which is amazing because it has a weird block stun, right? It has a weird block stun, and even though you could still backdash after you go up in the air, it has a weird block stun, so sometimes you press backdash a little bit too late, and if he mashes, sometimes you're not even gonna get the backdash. So it's an amazing wake-up attack. It's an amazing attack to put in your combo strings. Like if you're doing something like this on block, your opponent's gonna get hit on the way up, and I guess not that situation. Let's see, does it work like that? Maybe it's just in the corner. Okay, there you go. Something like that, right? Where they're gonna get hit on the way up, and they're gonna, you know, panic and probably get hit by the stomp. A lot of times I find that people will get hit with that stomp even if they block the attack going up. But just Goro overall has a lot of utility, you know, useful moves that cause him to be a threat in this game. Like I said, I feel like he's still underrated. It's just his hurtbox is so fucking huge that there's a lot of things in this game that will not work with literally every other character in the game except for Goro and Ferrator. I think even Goro has like a bigger hurtbox than Ferrator, which is insane. That's, you know, one weakness that he does have. But he does have multiple wake-up options. You could do the punch walk, you could make it safe on block, you could do this. So Goro has always been one of my favorite characters, and you could do some of his corner combos. Let's see if I could do it. Where are we at? Hold on, I forgot the combo. Let's see, I forgot the combo. Is it like this? No. You could actually do that twice. Hold on. Female hurtboxes might be a little bit tough. What was... Oh, that's what it was. Yeah, there you go. Okay. That's pretty sick right there. What was the other one? What was it? I would have to check. I would have to check the video because I think it was something like that, right? No, I think the one that I did was this one right here. Yeah. But some of these combos are really, really fun to do, and you guys know I always do the Goro combo with all of these right here. This character is just so much fun. So I love Goro, man. I feel like he is player one position left. Okay, here we go. Reset position. I feel like Goro is like the most fun big character that NetherRealm has ever come up with. This character is ridiculously fun. Like, just playing as Prince Goro, former champion of Mortal Kombat, and having him be as fun as he is with all three variations is why I love this character so much. I would definitely recommend Goro for anybody, even newer players, because like I said, he has everything. It's just, honestly, a lot of newer players are not going to want to pick Goro because they're going to feel like he's too slow, and that is his biggest weakness, is that he's slow. You know, he has a really bad backdash. His walk speed isn't impressive. So for newer players, more mobility is better as far as you're trying to learn the game. But a lot of the more advanced people, you know, use Goro, man. Goro is so much fun. Let's move on here to one of the harder characters in this game, in my opinion. I would probably say, you know what? I take back the Aaron Black rating. I would probably say he's like a 3 out of 5. Because I think Jackie's like a 4 out of 5. Because she is a god in a small body. If she's in your face like this, she will seem like the most overpowered character in the world. But actually getting to your face and staying there is the thing that's hard for Jackie to do. Like, yeah, she will be really good from up close, but anywhere past like this range right here, she's not gonna be able to do anything. Like, she has a really bad down one. How many times have you guys seen the poke war going on where we're like right here, my opponent hits me, I block it, and then I'm out of range? Let's see if I could actually have that. Let's see. It'll work right there because we even traded, but it'll work right here because I know like I'm specifically getting close. But you guys see how far range like Goro's poke is, for example? Look at that. Look how far his poke goes compared to like I would never be able to compete poke for poke with this character. And a lot of characters in this game have really good down ones, and Jackie, it's something that she struggles with, having these T-Rex arms, T-Rex legs. The only thing that's fast enough is, or long ranging enough, is her down 4. But I mean, look how slow this thing is. If you have a character like Liu Kang that have amazing mids, 13 frame for a poke is something that you're not gonna be able to get away with. So I feel like she's definitely on the harder side. And, you know, her combos are honestly not that hard to do. Well, the stanky leg is actually, like, if you learn how to do this, then it takes your potential way higher. That's why you have to learn how to do the stanky leg. But this is like the weirdest input in the game. If you guys see what I'm doing, it's actually, you press stand 4, and then you press up, and then you press stand 4 again. And that's how you do the stanky leg. It's a really weird motion that it just takes practice to do. But once you get it down, you know, it takes Jackie's potential like way higher, because it actually gives her something that's really useful, which see, where's the stanky leg? Does it count as a combo? Or does it count as a normal? I think it just counts as a normal, right? Yeah, here we go. Stanky leg. It's a 9 frame startup mid that is +2 on block. It's ridiculously good. This button is ridiculously good. But when you're in the heat of battle, and like I'm doing it consistently here, but you guys know how many times I fucked the stanky leg up when I was playing Jackie. Like when you're like actually playing it online, it could be difficult doing this in neutral. So if you can't do it, like Jackie is insanely hard to play with, because then you're just gonna have to rely on being up close in your opponent's face. But if you do get in your opponent's face, Shotgun Jackie is... Man, I love so many characters in this game that I can't really decide. Ooh, Goro's hurtbox. You guys saw that? Oh, I don't know if it's Goro's hurtbox or her shitty hitbox. But I love playing so many characters in this game. I cannot decide at what level Jackie and Shotgun is as far as some of my favorite characters. Definitely Aaron Black, Predator, number 1 and 2. Triborg is up there. But Jackie is in Shotgun. She's probably my top 5 most fun characters to play in this game for me. Even though I hate her T-Rex arms, I just find her combos in Shotgun to be absolutely amazing. Like, I cannot believe what a downgrade it was for... I mean, look at these fucking combos. They just look so cool. They just look so cool. Let's see how many times I can do this thing. Not even once. I think 3 is the most that I could do. Like, there's people who could fucking do like 4 or 5, which is ridiculous. But even like myself, like the most I'll do is 2, and then I'll go in for my combo. That's the most I'll do. But I think the most like I've ever done is like 3. Because the input is so weird. So I can't even do 3 right now. And this is practice mode. 2 is pretty easy. I'll say 2 is pretty easy. I can do it consistently. Restand. Where do you think you're going? Oh my god, this character. I like I said, I could play Shotgun Jackie all day. So that's why I love Shotgun Jackie, because I think her combos are amazing. And I like to have people be put into the vortex and not play the game. I like it to be a single player game. And other than that, man, I think we're gonna top it off. 35 minutes of me just fucking rambling, to be honest with you guys. Of course, trying to give some advice, but this is mostly just because a lot of people are always wondering who my favorite characters are to play. Definitely number one is Predator, Hunter Predator number one. Gunslinger Aaron Black number two. Man, from those two it really gets difficult because, like I said, I love playing almost every character in this game to an equal amount, honestly. Like, Mortal Kombat X did something so special that I feel every character is fun to play. Every single one. You know, you have this character, Kung Jin, that has Ancestral. Really interesting variation. You have even Boraicho, like the character that I hated the most. You have Drunken Master, which is, in my opinion, the most unique variation in the game. Tanya has Pyromancer. She has Kobujitsu. Pyromancer has some really cool looking stuff with the purple aura. You could get a lot of really cool looking combos and damage, and you get one of the nicest looking brutalities in the game. Jackie already talked about. Cassie in Hollywood just nut punches the shit out of you, and who doesn't like doing that? And instant air gunshots are a lot of fun to do. I even grown to appreciate how much fun Spec Ops Cassie is. Takeda has lightsabers. Come on, do you need to say anything else? He has lightsabers, and Ronin, actually an amazing character. Like, actually really good in the game. Molina, you have Piercing, you have Ethereal that has the invincibility on her teleport. She has the Coochie drop, of course, which is the most important thing, right, for Ethereal. Not the teleport, but the Coochie drop. Makes her really fun as well. Sub-Zero, fun in every variation. Grandmaster is cheap as hell still. Play Grandmaster if you want to win. Play Pyromancer if you want to have fun. Play Unbreakable if you also want to have fun, but make it a little bit harder on yourself. Scorpion I talked about. Katana has some of the craziest corner combos that you will ever see. Even crazier than the ones that I do. It goes way further than that. You could actually get so many fans in your opponent, and you could do a bunch of crazy shit. Kenshi in Possessed has I think like 3 meter burn wake ups that are legit top 10 in the game, including maybe the best one, which is his overhead, because it's plus on block. I think you're almost guaranteed a push follow-up afterwards. So if your opponent is pressing a button, you'll check them with his push. I think Kenjutsu has some of the coolest looking combos in the game. Balance is alright, you know, it's like the OG. Sonya, I haven't really played too much Demolition Sonya. Special Forces was always kind of weird. Covert Ops, I like mixing people's shit with Covert Ops. Jax has a Ragdoll. A lot of people like Run Cancel, which go to heavy weapons. You get a safe choke, the only variation where your choke is safe. Pumped up Jax, still really good because you keep all the mix-ups. You just gain the safety of the choke. So you can literally end every single negative combo string into the choke and you won't get punished. But come on, like, you got to play Wrestler to get the Ragdoll. Kung Lao, you guys have seen Call Me Johnny. He has a lot of really cool combos with Hat Trick. My personal favorite is probably still Bustle. Actually has some really cool corner stuff. Tempest is alright. Jason, all his variations are fun. All his variations are fun. Unstoppable, like the Resurrection, is always fun and always hyped to see. Alien, are you kidding me? Conjurer, some of the dirtiest mix-ups in the corner with the sweep into the overhead clone. Really good. You get an insane amount of damage with Acidic, and then Tarkatan is like, eh. Leatherface, definitely one of my favorite characters in this game. I love playing Pretty Lady. I love annoying the shit out of people with my projectiles, especially the, you know, the jump up one that comes, you know, from the sky. Really good. Has a low projectile too. I think they're all safe on block, even if you're like super up close. Killer, like literally one of the scariest variations in the game. Like, it's not only because it's Leatherface, but literally one of the scariest variations to fight against, because that chainsaw's hitbox is just sticking out there while you're trying to counter poke. the weird block stun that the chainsaw has. Like whenever he goes with the straight chainsaw, it has like a weird block stun where if you do it a little bit too early, your move's not going to come out, then his move is going to come out. Really scary to play. And then of course you got Butcher, which is probably my favorite variation. Already talked about him. Got Mr. Cat Ears right here, but this costume is sick. I love the bony hands. I just like the way the variation looks. I think it looks very unique. The animations are awesome. Bone Shaper is pretty good too. Kano is like literally the only character that I haven't played as much from. Actually, you know what? I take that back because we got one coming up. But I think Kano's super good, man. You got Cutthroat with the absolutely ridiculous, and I mean ridiculous damage. He could go upwards close to 70%. When he uses his damage buff. It's insane. He gets like 60% combos. Ridiculous. Cybernetic is probably my favorite because I just like the way it looks. Especially with the upwards eye laser brutality. Johnny Cage. All variations are fun. I suck with A-list cancels, but of course you can't be fisticuffs and doing the speed bags. My dude Aaron Black, and this character right here is a character that I have played the least in this game. I'm sorry guys, I'm just not a Liu Kang fan. I have never liked Liu Kang. I respect that he's like pretty much the main character of the Mortal Kombat franchise. You got the two poster boys in Sub-Zero and Scorpion. Liu Kang has always been the main character of the Mortal Kombat franchise, but I have never liked Liu Kang, so I will probably not play him in this game ever. Ermac, Mr. Mummy Man, really good character, especially for beginners. Kotal Khan, of course. With Blood God, you have the Black Mamba combo, 81% damage. You have War God with the mix-ups, and then you have Sun God, my favorite. On your knees. Reptile with Nimble, you know, taking a page from the Flash. It really doesn't get, other than Predator, it doesn't get much better than Nimble Reptile as far as combos and some of the crazy shit you could do with the slowdown. Ferrator, I wish that Ferrator would have made it into MK11 because I think Ferrator would have been a real interesting character. I feel like all three of his variations are interesting and such a weird character. But I think my favorite one is probably Ruthless with the cancels, just because you get armor every time that, you know, Farrah stabs you, and you could do some really interesting stuff on your opponent's wake up. If your opponent has a one-hit wake up attacks, you could actually do the pain and gain with Ferrator, absorb their armor or absorb their hits with your pain and gain armor, and then punish them for waking up because you're hitting them in their recovery frame. And not only that, you get the damage buff from pain and gain, and then you could probably do it again because you're doing it without canceling it. So you could do some crazy stuff on your opponent's wake up. All right, speaking of difficult characters, I feel like Devorah is actually really hard to play because her best variation is Swarm Queen. But Swarm Queen, your cancels have to be on point to actually take advantage of this character. I actually think she's pretty difficult to play. She's like up there as one of the more difficult characters to play in this game for sure, because to actually use her to her full potential, your cancels have to be crisp. Kind of the same thing with Liu Kang, honestly. The only person that, well, actually, I don't want to say the only person, but the person who has unlocked the Ultra Instinct potential of Dragon's Fire Liu Kang is definitely Ninja Killer. And if you have that level of execution, this is the best character in the game. But there is only one person who really has done that, which is why you guys see the majority of the time Tremor is brought up as the best character in the game. But if you unlock that Ultra Instinct action with Liu Kang, like, my goodness, the character is ridiculous. Lord Raiden, same thing with Liu Kang. I have never really been a fan of Lord Raiden, honestly. The only reason I like him so much in MK11 is because he has Christopher Lambert skin. But other than that, I've never actually been too much of a fan of Raiden. Quan Chi, Summoner Quan Chi with the mix-ups. It doesn't get more annoying than that, honestly. Maybe even... Actually, you know what? I take that back. The armor that you get in Sorcerer might be more annoying. Because this at least takes, you know... Actually, you know what? Both are really fucking annoying. Quan Chi in general is annoying because he's a 50-50 machine. But if you knock him down, he's in trouble. Goro talked about Tremor. You know, for the majority of us normal people that are not, you know, execution gods, I think Crystalline Tremor is probably realistically the best character in the game. Because he has the armor that you get. And then he has... you know, the flash parry, which gets him armor while he could combo you. You know, he actually is one of the characters, one of the only characters in the game that has realistically a wake up armor launcher because of the flash parry. And for people who might not know who that is, who made it this far, it's when you cancel his fist, his straight fist, and you maintain the armor that you get from the straight fist. But since you cancel it, you could actually start your offense and start your combo strings. So in essence, he has an armored launcher. I still think Metallic is my favorite one just because of the lava. I think his attack looks really cool. And of course, you got Triborg. Who doesn't love Triborg, man? This character is a dream come true. Seriously, a dream come true. Cyber Sub-Zero, Sector, Smoke, and Cyrax. Even though they're the same character, they did such a good job with the variation system in this game. It truly does feel like you're playing different characters. And obviously, you know, it's kind of easier with these characters because they're so unique, you know, from a robot standpoint, right? But like I said, they literally have the same fucking moves, but they feel like completely different characters because of how amazing they made them. And in my opinion, I think my favorite one to play is probably Cyrax because I love doing the combos. And then it's probably Smokey because of you know, the way he looks. I think like for some reason he just flows smoother than the other characters. It might be because of the smoke aura or just a smoke teleport. Then is the dude Sector, and then Cyber Sub-Zero is at the end. I feel like Cyber Sub-Zero is definitely one of the harder characters to play because you need a lot of setup for that. Especially you need to get your opponent in the corner. But that is it, ladies and gentlemen. Damn, I could talk about MKX all day. Seriously, I don't think the other videos are gonna be this long, but 48 minutes and counting talking about my favorite characters in this game and, you know, the characters that I would recommend for beginners. I don't even think I gave a rating as far as like difficulty for the majority of the characters. Just overall, let's do it real quick. Alien, 2 out of 5. Leatherface, 4 out of 5. Jason, 2 out of 5. Predator, 4 out of 5. Kung Lao, 3 out of 5. Shinnok, 3 out of 5. Jax, 4 out of 5. Even though he has mix-ups, he kind of struggles with the majority of the cast in this game. Kano, 3 out of 5. Sonya, 3 out of 5. A lot of characters are just going to be straight up in the middle, that they're not hard and they're not like easy to use, you know? It's just, they're like neutral, I guess. They're definitely not hard to use, but you know, it'll take some time to really learn the character. Johnny Cage, probably 3 out of 5. Kenshi, about a 3 out of 5. Aaron Black, I had him at 4, but I'll definitely take it down to 3 out of 5. He's like, you know, he's all right. Kitana, 3 out of 5. Liu Kang, I'll probably say a 4 out of 5 well, he's a 5 out of 5 if you like are playing the run cancel variation and you really like, you know, want to play it at its peak. But other than that, I think he's like a 3 out of 5. Yeah. 1 out of 5 for sure. The easiest character, in my opinion, in this game. Then you have Ermac, 1.2 out of 5. He's like right there with Scorpion. Kodokan is more like a 3 out of 5. Sub-Zero is like a 1.5 out of 5. Reptile, I think he's in Nimble. He's pretty difficult to use. I'll probably give him like a 4 out of 5. Molina's like a 2 out of 5. She's pretty easy to use. Ferrator, I'll probably give a 4.8 out of 5 because Ferrator is just such a weird character. Realistically, it's not too hard to play Ferrator, but Ferrator is so weird that I don't know, man. It makes the character seem harder than he is. You know what I mean? I don't know, but I'll probably say like a 4.8, right below Boraicho. Takeda's definitely a 4 out of 5. You need some execution to hit some of the Ronin stuff with meterless damage. Maybe in like Lasher or maybe in the other one, he's a little bit easier. But overall, I'll probably say a 4 out of 5 because you do need some execution to do some good stuff with him. And his wake-ups aren't the best. Devorah, definitely a 4 out of 5 as well. She's more like a 4.3 out of 5. Cassie, she's definitely a 2 out of 5. She's super easy to play with. Super easy because that back one is just so good. Raiden, I'll probably say he's like a 3.5. He used to be like a 1, but after a couple nerfs, definitely a little bit harder to play. Jackie, she's like a 4 out of 5, I would say. A god in the small body. Quan Chi is like a 2 out of 5 on offense and a 5 out of 5 on defense. If you get knocked down with this character, you are fucked. So over, I guess it evens out to a 3 out of 5. But like I said, 5 out of 5 if or 3.5 out of 5, I guess. But 5 out of 5 on defense, 2 out of 5 on offense. Kung Jin, he's definitely pretty easy to play. I would say he's a 2 out of 5, especially in like Bojutsu. Big Daddy Goro, he's also a 2 out of 5. He's super easy to use. Tanya, all right, this is another character that kind of has like T-Rex arms as well, and I think she's definitely one of the more difficult characters to use in this game. So I would probably say like 4.2 out of 5. Maybe Pyromancer, because Pyromancer is like not too hard to play because you could sort of run away and she gets really annoying. Actually, you know what? She does have that teleport that makes her really annoying. So I would probably put her in the middle, 3 out of 5. Tremor is definitely like a 1.5 out of 5. He's super easy to play. That's why he is so good as well, just because he's so easy to play. Boraicho is definitely a 5 out of 5. He's the hardest character to play in this game, especially Drunken Master. Triborg is like a 2 out of 5. Triborg's super easy to play. So that is it, ladies and gentlemen. Hardest characters in the game to play: Boraicho, Devorah, Liu Kang if you really want to master his run cancels. Easiest characters to play, of course, the ninjas: Scorpion, Ermac, Sub-Zero. Thank you so much for watching. Damn, I kind of wanted to keep on talking to make it an hour, but I'm done. I actually need some water. I haven't drank anything in 54 minutes almost, but hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you guys next time.